to our guest today, boxing champion, TV star, social media influencer, mental health advocate, and, to one little girl, dad. Here to talk about navigating all his different roles, please welcome Tommy Fury.
Welcome.
I should add loose man to that as well, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I did that once, yeah.
Well.
It's pretty good.
Now, interesting you are here, because I was thinking, is he going to turn up today? Because you were rumoured to be going into the jungle.
Yes. You know, there's a lot of rumours all the time, but it is what it is. It's a great show. I've watched it for years since I've been a young lad. Is it something that I'd love to do in the future? 100%. But...
Well, some people join later. So are you bluffing?
I think that's a join in later
They bring some secret ones in,
yeah. So you couldn't tell us even if he was. But you would like to do it if they asked you?
Maybe in the future. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a fighter, and that's all I know, and I want to get back in the ring, so I think that's...
Well, you are a fighter, and you've talked about your life as a fighter. This is your book, Tommy Fury, My Life as a Fury, Lightning Can Strike Twice. And you talk about everything in here. Let's go back to your childhood, because you say it was a very happy childhood.
Yeah.
Your dad was a role model. You said you got your work ethic from your dad.
Yeah.
However, you did then have a very difficult time in your life, the whole family, when your dad went to prison. How old were you when that happened?
Yeah, it was a tough time. I was around about 9 or 10 years old when it happened, so obviously they're the years that you kind of start doing a little bit more with your dad and stuff like that, and obviously that just wasn't the case for me. And I didn't really understand what was going on until I got a bit older, but it is what it is. The big saying in our family is there's no good crying over spilt milk, so...
But you visited him with your mum all the time.
And it became normal to go to a prison, you know, 2-3 times a week and see him, and that was the only time that I see my dad for a long time, so when he went in...
Did you understand what was happening?
Not at the start. Not at the start. I didn't know what was going on. It seemed normal just to go through all these different gates and get security checked and everything, and you didn't really care about any of that, because you just wanted to go and see your dad for the hour that you got. So that was really tough, but I went in... When he went in, I was a boy, and when he came out, I was a man, and that's just what it is.
And do you think it made you grow up? Sorry, Lydia.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like those hardships that I faced early on in my life, it sculpted me to be the man I am today.
But they often say... Yeah, and really impressive. So impressive reading about how you've, got to where you've got to. But they often say, don't they, when somebody is in prison, also their partner... it has that sentence as well. And as presumably your mum had to take over all roles.
Yeah, I owe everything to my mother. Won't be sat here right now if it wasn't for her, to be honest.
She's your role model.
She is, yeah, because she had 2 young boys at home. Obviously, her partner was in jail and was gone away for a long time, and she had to rear us, and she never left us once. Never went out down the town, never went out with any of her friends. She qualified in a degree. She picked us up and dropped us off from school every day. You know, there's always a meal on the table, so...
Did she encourage your boxing at this
Yeah, I mean, she don't like it seeing the son get hit, but it's what I love to do. And
Imagine how awful that must
be. But she always did everything she could. I mean, even those days, she'd be dog-tired and didn't have enough money to put fuel in the car, but she still find a way to get me to the gym, so I really appreciate that.
That's brilliant.
And I read also that even if she couldn't get, you would walk sometimes 3 hours to the gym?
Oh, yeah, sometimes more. I remember one day, I got a lift to the gym off my dad, which was very, very rare, and I just forgot everything. I forgot any money that I didn't have, and after the gym, I kind of looked in my pockets and was like, right, I don't have enough money for the bus, so I had to walk from, I don't know if anybody knows it, Moston and Collyhurst in Manchester. I had to walk all the way to Hope Hospital. It took me like 5 hours.
Oh, my goodness. So you're not a quitter.
Where did that kind of spirit come from, that work ethic, that determination to be a boxer, to win?
I just think it's something that I was born with, because I had that from an early age. Like, even being in baby school, in primary school, and doing sports days, I always wanted to be the best. And I said to myself, I don't care what it takes, I don't care what I have to do, I'm going to make a success, and I want to have the nicer things in life, and I really want to work hard, and that's what I did.
Yeah. I thought another thing that was really good, you're very open and honest in the book, and you attributed a lot of your success to your faith. And actually, a lot of young people don't talk about religious beliefs. Sometimes it might be seen as uncool, but you're very open about believing in God and that being a spiritual thing for you. Yeah,
definitely. And I'm very passionate about that. I don't jam it down people's throats or anything like that. Everyone's got a right to believe in what they want to believe in. But for me, my life has gone the way it is, to my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ, and everything is to him. That's why before every big fight, we always do a team prayer. After every single big fight, you know, when you're live on television, there's millions there watching, you know, thank you to the Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ, for making this happen, because he's given me everything in my life. So I owe it all to him.
Well, do you ever get frightened? I know it might be a silly question to ask, but I was thinking, are you a bit scared now before you go in? Because you're going to get punched.
Yeah.
The one thing that I don't fear in life is getting punched off another man. I don't fear any man in this world. There's not a man on the planet that I do fear.
Even your brother,
No. I've already been hit off him so many times, so I'm not really that bothered anymore. But no, boxing's it's like having a cup of coffee for me. It's something that I've grown up with. I don't know anything different. And it's the same as a kid going onto the football field and passing the football around. You know, it just sort of happens
I get that. I get that's what you do. I mean, you talk about your strength there, you talk about your faith having got you through hard times. You must have had to draw on that strength and faith recently, because obviously nobody could have missed the story that you and Molly-Mae had sadly broken up. We were all very sad to read that, because we all followed this wonderful love story of the two of you on Love Island. You have written about it in your book because they delayed the publication of the book for you to write this last chapter. And you've said you don't want to go into detail about it, but how are the two of you doing? And you're obviously co-parenting Bambi, and it's a tricky time, as I know, going through all these things in public. You know, everyone's got something to say without knowing the truth.
Yeah, they really do, and that's been the overall thing of the past few months. You know, I don't listen to anything in the press and the social media. It's all just that's one story, very apart from the real story. And like I said, moving forward now, everyone's entitled to a private life. And me and Molly, we got together when we was very young, and we just think going forward, everything should be private now, because everyone's entitled to that, and that's what I want. Not only for me, but for Bambi as well. You know, for her sake. You know.
And Bambi is, I can't believe she's won. She won.
She's 2 in January.
2 in January.
Yeah.
How much are you loving being a daddy?
Oh, I'm head over heels for her, honestly. She's got me around the finger already. Apart from being in the boxing ring, I'm just with her, honestly. Like, she's the light of my day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if everything else left me and, you know, I couldn't box anymore, couldn't do anything. You know, as long as I had her in my life and I could just pick her up and squeeze her, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And will you ever let her watch you box?
I wouldn't like to, but I think when she gets older, it's inevitable. You know, they always want to watch daddy boxing. I mean, look at Tyson's kids. You know, they all want to watch him box now. So I think it's going to happen, but at the end of the day, it's something that she shouldn't see, but it is what it is.
I wonder if you might hit them a little less hard because she's watching.
No, I'd probably hit him harder.
Have you got a fight lined up?
Yeah, I'm in training at the minute, and I'm looking to get back in the ring, you know, early next year, you know, January, February, because I've been out of action for a year. You know, the surgery in my hand, that's healed now, so as soon as I can get back in there, I'll be one happy man.
Wow.
Good. Well, listen, it's good to see you. As I said, it's been an extraordinary life for one so young already. Tommy Fury, My Life as a Fury, Lightning Can Strike Twice is out now. And we wish you and Molly-Mae all the very best co-parenting your beautiful daughter, Bambi. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.